Fatality.
Hello everyone, we're back with gonna test the update out. It has come out. I've already seen a lot of stuff on Twitter. Apparently the slipstream is still at 1.5 seconds, it's just weaker, which is a bit shit, but still gonna be, I still think it'll be slipstream qualifying then for group 4, but we'll have to see what other changes they're gonna make. We don't know how they're running the qualifying yet, like in terms of the structure, whether they're changing it. We'll have to wait for the FIA first race to see what's going on with that. Yeah, one new car, not really bothered about. From what I've heard, the Group 4 FF cars have got no real difference. From what I seen Lloyd post something, the FF cars have had no real change. They're still shit on tyre wear. The handling has been altered according to Lloyd. That the MR cars are a little bit more stable now. Not massively, just a little bit more drivable, I think the word they used, or something like that. Fuel consumption seems to have been equaled out according to Lloyd as well. He tested a few cars and they've equaled it out. Yeah, we'll go through it and test it out. But the ABS bug looks like it's been fixed. Apparently, we'll have to see though. You never know. The slipstream still being at 1.5 seconds is bizarre. I genuinely am like, I don't know what to say about it, like, because they're not gonna, if they're gonna do that and still have the same qualifying, you still in Group 4 it's still, even though it's weaker apparently, it still will be a slipstream qualifying. It's weird, but we'll have to see. Hopefully I mean, I don't think they'll alter it again, but I don't know why they feel like you should be getting 1.5 seconds distance slipstream in group 4. It shouldn't be that far. Weird. Right, let's do a lobby. Right, we'll start off with. Tell you what we'll do. Public. I'm gonna set this quite high settings on this lobby, by the way. Not stupidly high, but quite high because I want to try and get people fairly equal in. Just go with B rated and S rated SR. We'll do that in a minute. Right, let's go to Monza a minute in group 4. Where are we? Yeah, right. Not bothered about pit stops really. I just want to test some stuff out. Right, slipstream reel. I want to we'll put these up just to get an idea of stuff. Balance on. Go racing. Tuning prohibit on. Time penalty weak. Stop cars on. Ban that, ban that. Yeah, one thing I will say is that why have they? I mean, I haven't looked just then, but there was no schedule out either yet for the FIA. It apparently starts on Saturday. No schedule out, and they have added another time slot. So there's now like I think there's now 7 races on a Tuesday and Wednesday. Funny, but they I don't know why they don't go to 1-shot entry or 2, maybe 2 at maximum. Like 2 at maximum would give you the chance of if you get a disconnect, but we'll see how that goes. So there's a lobby. If you want to join in, I want to test Monza out in Group 4 first, just to see what the slipstream is like. So feel free to jump in if you want to. I'll change some settings when we get in. Yeah, from what I heard is it's weaker at like the 1.5 and then it gets stronger. Like half a second, it's quite strong still. But that to me just makes me think, well, if it's still quite strong from like, surely like you're still going to be able to do the slipstream qualifying then, aren't you? To me, it makes me think slipstream qualifying will still be a thing because if you've got someone fast in front of you, you start 1 second away. Surely it's going to be an advantage. Right, what car do I want to try in Group 4? You know what? Yeah, they've added the road car in for that Super Cup. Boring. I don't know why they didn't put the Group 4 Toyota as the car for that. It would have been so much more fun. You know what? I'm trying to think whether to go. You know, let's just go this Megane because I drove this last time. But yeah, yesterday I couldn't stream because my stupid pedals decided to break again on the rubber stop on the accelerator snapped off. So, well, it fell off. And I tried fixing it with Velcro and it was sticking, so I had to find something else. I have found something now. I found proper rubber stop, but it's a bit thicker than it should be, but I've just put a dead zone on the accelerator. From what I've heard, there's not much difference in the way the cars feel. I still don't understand all this qualifying talk they're talking about in the update. Like, I don't get what they're talking about. I'm presuming we'll find out when the FIA actually starts. UK, Andy. And let's just see if this Megane gains anything from this distance. No, it definitely is. So the Megane can still... What car is he in it up there? I can't work it out. Is he in the Jag? Or is that the Toyota? Can't fucking work out. Looks like the Toyota Supra, but... Supra, yeah. Barbecue is on. You are still gaining quite a bit out of this slipstream. I mean, the Supra's not the fastest car though, so it's hard to... Yeah, we've always been able to do that in open lobbies though, Adam. That's not something that's changed. We've been able to do that in open lobbies for ages. I don't get why they've acted like that's a new thing. We've been able to have separate conditions in open lobbies, so why have they not just done that anyway for FIA if they've been able to do it for open lobbies? We'll see if it's changed fuel burning, who knows yet. Really needs to try and follow a faster car to see if you can to see if you can stay with like a more powerful car down the straights. Well, let's see if we can. I mean, obviously tyres are a bit warm, but this would be a better idea with the Aston Martin. Didn't they say they were going to adjust the penalty system as well? When the I'm sure they haven't mentioned it, but they did say they were going to. But I haven't seen anything mentioned of the penalty system in the update notes. Yeah, don't worry about getting rid of that penalty, WDP. Just keep pushing. Just to give me an idea of like. I feel like they haven't done much of other than altering the slipstream a little bit. Like, you're still getting it. It's still quite strong. Like, when you compare it to other games, it's still way stronger than what it should be. Like, there's no, like, if I had a Megane, I'd be searching for slipstreaming. If you can still do that in qualifying. All depends how they're running the qualifying. But I would still look for slipstream in this Megane. See, that Ferrari should just go flying past this Megane here. Nah, I don't think it looks better. I mean, it is better, sorry, but it's not fixed. Definitely not fixed. I don't know if you mean by like fixes in like fixed distance or something, but I don't think it is better, but it's not as good as it should be in my view. It should be way weaker. Remember, I'm in the Megane here. If I was in like, I'm judging this by one of the slowest cars. If I was in a faster car, we'd be getting more slipstream. So I'll do it in a faster car in a minute. I'm going to get in the McLaren and test it out in that. Yeah, exactly. You should be able to break the slipstream easier. That's what that we want, really. The fact that it's still 1.5 seconds back is giving people the chance to stay in, I think. And makes it a slipstream qualifying still, if it is the case. Yeah, this Megane is still gaining quite a bit, you know. The Megane shouldn't be staying with these cars here, though. That's the thing. Like, this McLaren will go flying past. Look at this. Oh no, he's going to back out. Penalty. Oh well. Carry on. And this is where it'll be an issue of, like, if it's high tyre wear, your Megane will still be quite strong in these races. Yeah, that's what you kind of need to do, like an equal car. That's what I might do in a minute. Put everyone in the... What car would be good? The Cayman would be good car because it's got a very good slipstream, just to see how strong it is. The Cayman's really strong in a slipstream, so it... got a very long fifth gear, so it might be a good idea to test out in the Cayman in Group 4. We might do that in a minute. Everyone should have a Cayman. Oh, where'd that McLaren go? The FF cars are still shit. We already know that. I've seen that all over Twitter. They haven't changed anything with them, so... Yeah, I don't really mind that. I fucking hate FF cars anyway. So this is where it seems to be a bit harder to stay with the car in front now, because the slipstream is definitely weaker. Obviously I've got quite worn tyres here, but I felt it drop off then a bit, you know. I think you can actually feel the slipstream go. Let's see again. So I'm at about 1 point. I'm probably close to the 1.5 mark here, and it's pretty much gone. Probably just gone now. Just keep an eye on it, see if we can get back in it and see if I can feel it. I think in Group 3 and Group 2 and stuff like that, it'll definitely be better. Group 4 could still be an issue. Yeah, we've lost that now anyway, but right, let's get everyone in the same car. Let's put everyone in the Cayman. Right, let's get into the Cayman. Where the fuck is my Where is my Cayman? I've got one somewhere. Yeah, I think it will be better in Group 3. I think Group 4 might have little issues, but I don't think it's definitely better. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the qualifying, really. I'm more bothered about qualifying and stuff like that with the fuel burning and how they're going to run these qualifying sessions from now on. I'll just kick people if they don't listen. Who is that guy? Is that Tessie one? We'll do a race with this now and see. Kryptonite, Cayman, please. Jizz has left. No more Jizz in the stream. Krypton, mate, get in the fucking Cayman or I'll kick you. If you don't have it, go and get it then. Oh. How can you not have a Cayman? What? I fucking won about 50 of them. In it yet? Krypton, what are you doing? Right, I'll give him one chance or I'm going to kick him. Pretty simple. Let's just see if he's out on track or if he's in the pits. Might be in the pits, just sat there. Okay, so he's not out on track yet, or is he? He's now gone. He's changed. Okay, so there you go. I'm so confused why so many people do not own this car. Like, what? Someone's gonna rob your place, mate. I apologise, but that is gonna be tough. You ain't keeping that. Right, let's start our qualify then, eh? In a minute. Alright, has he just joined? Why didn't he just change his name on the PlayStation name change? I think they should just run qualifying like iRacing, in my opinion. No one else on track. 2 laps, that's it. You go. You go wide on your lap, the lap's invalidated. It's way better like that in my view, but... Alright. Why didn't you just change your name over on your main account? There's no space for Jizz in the stream now. Sorry, Jizz. No one wants Jizz on their car again, so... Oh, that car does not slow down and turn like the Megane. Yeah, the starts. The only thing I would say about the starts is I don't know if that would work so much on console with kids and that. Because you'd have, like, kids that just wouldn't follow them rules. Might go on iRacing later as well, after we've tested this out. And do some Bathurst and Silverstone in GT3. Oh yeah, I forgot never go into first gear with this car. Yeah, you could have, like, it'd be hard though because some lobbies would have a mixture in. So it'd be like, how do you work it out? Right, we'll start this now anyway. We got a full lobby, let's just check. Oh, there's one place, I think, or is that mine? Is that no? There is one place available. Is that Krypton trying to get back in? I presume, or did he get back in? Yeah, the Ferrari's always been good at Suzuka. It's just a tyre wear. No idea. I haven't tested GT3, so I can't answer a question that I haven't tested. I've only done... This is our first... We're just testing Slipstream at the moment. I cannot answer anything to do with tyre wear in Group 3 because I haven't tested it yet. Rip. What the fuck happened there? Right, just go. I think we should just go. Bored already, let's go. Not waiting around, let's just go. Right, so we'll get an idea of the 5th gear in this car to see what the slipstream's like. Someone just joined now. Lucky. Hit glitch again. Oh yeah, I love that they fixed that. Fuck's sake. Cancel entry. Fucking... Come on, these are the bugs that we wanted fixing. Oh my god. So annoying. Right, try again. I'll change the timer. I'll just change the tire wear down. Put it to that. I should fix it. Hopefully I fix it. No, still someone's got it, but I think that's just one person. You might have to leave, and I think you've just... Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do for one person. Let's just see how many people have got it. You got 2 people with it now. Oh no, we've still got loads with it. We'll change the time of day. Let's change the time of day then. This one fixes it. Yeah, but we'll just try and see if this actually... Right, try again. Oh shit, I'm sorry, but it gets to a point where this game starts pissing me off, I tell you. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. It's stupid though, isn't it? Like, these are the bugs they should be fixing though. These are the ones that frustrate people a lot. Try again. Oh, we're out, we got out! Hey! Just playing games with us, look. Let's just see how many people... Just keep going, keep going. Sometimes it gets out by the looks of it. Alright, so how many people have we got out of the pit so far? Is that 7? 8. How many can we get out of the pits? They're screwed, them. You know what I'll do? I'm going to save this lobby. And I'm going to open a new one up. Yeah. We'll have to just... Let's just save these settings and open a new one up. Over at that. It's just a dead lobby. We'll try again. Oh, for God's sake. Offer this back in. I mean, these aren't new issues. These have been issues on the game for about 2 years, so it's not. This isn't anything new. This is common issues. These aren't new issues at all. All right, so feel free to join. Blah, 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 blah. Remember, you need to be in the Cayman. Let's go. Yeah, we're just testing the pit garage out now, just to see how the cars come out of the pits. See if they gain much slipstream. Full of shit, I tell you. I just want to test it. I don't. Alright, let's try again. Go. We're on real slipstream. We ain't using anything other than real. Fuck using weak. Real is what we're testing. We don't care about the other settings. Yeah, the copying of the file is what takes the most with the update. The download was done within a few minutes for me. It's just that fucking copying. It took my PS4 about 25-30 minutes this morning to copy it all. Is everyone out the pits this time? Suppose I should go and check, really, shouldn't I? $13.14. Looks like someone's still got an issue. Oh, we got one more coming out. Can we get all 16 out here? Oh, hey, there you go. Right, let's start this. Let's go. Just pure filth. Right, let's see. Let's all pray we get out the pits now. We started qualifying. This is the problem where it normally kicks in. Oh. Oh. Looking good. Looking good. Oh shit. What's Single doing that? Looks like everyone got out. Finally. Gotta try and get used to this Cayman again now. Not driven this in quite a long time. Yeah, have you had a haircut yet, Steve? Have you just got the bick out? I need to do mine again soon, just bick it all off. I think Steve should get a number 2 all over or number 1 all over. Next time Steve goes live, I just want to see him there with a skinhead. Just completely bicked all over. Right, let's try and see if... Right, you want to back off a bit here? Right there. I wanted to back off a bit just to get like a bit further back on the slipstream just to see how much we gain from a distance. Single went a bit too close, but alright, we'll brake just before the 150 here. Did I do a rolling start? I think I did, didn't I? What a dick. Oh well. Could have done a standing start, would have made it a bit more fun. Oh god. Oh. Now, standing starts are less glitchy. Just people forget to bloody hold the brake or hold the handbrake in. That's what causes the problems. A lot of the time, rolling starts are glitchy on this. He's just sacrificed his lap there. Ooh. Slow down. Let's see what it's like now. We're really close to him. Let's see what the slipstream's like from here. So yeah, you can. I think you can feel it a lot more now. You can see we're gaining and gaining and gaining. Whereas before, we wasn't really gaining much when we were that far back. Look. So it's obviously the closer you're getting, the stronger slipstream you're gonna get off it. Oh, sorry, mate. I have to get rid of me penalty. Don't think I've got time to get round again, have I? No, we're not. We'll just start wherever that lap puts us. But you can see from this distance, it's not as strong. You can definitely see that. Like, when you're around this type of distance behind, it is a lot harder. You've got to push more. This is where it'll help, because you've got to push a lot more to stay in. Whereas before, you could just sit and save so much fuel when you were behind at this distance. You could go down to like lean 6 and stuff, and just save all your fuel behind someone. Now you might have to push a bit more, but it's still going to be a benefit to be in the slipstream. I'm pretty sure that there'll be an advantage through being in it. I just don't know why they just didn't go back to the old slipstream. That would have been better in my opinion. The old slipstream on 7 temps, it was about 7 temps of a second. Single shot entry for FIA. Well, the game's fixed. Like, instantly. Just sort the qualifying wouldn't be as much of an issue, because at 7 temps you're probably not going to want a slipstream, because if they make a mistake, you're screwed. There isn't any bop changes. They haven't told us any anyway. It's all done through setups on cars. The calendar is up. Okay, we'll have a little look after this. Nah, 7 temps was about right. If you think that Group 4 cars would be picking up a slipstream from 1.5 seconds back, bullshit. I've never played a game with a slipstream like this. iRacing, ACC, Project Cars, all feel more like around 7 temps to 8 temps is where the slipstream is. I think iRacing's near a second, 1 second. But anything over 1 second, you don't get anything. I don't think... I think 1.5 seconds is way too strong, in my view, but... the BOP change is done through... I think the BOP changes... No, I'm sure iRacing's 1 second, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure that the BOP change is done through what they're changing. If they do bring out a BOP change, which they might do, obviously for Group 3. But from what I've heard, a lot of the changes are based on handling, so they've altered the setups. So like, the MR cars now handle a little bit different apparently. I don't think you get a slipstream from over 1 second on iRacing, you know. I've never noticed it anyway. It's always been under a second. Oh yeah, we got a standing start. Yes, chaos. Chaos. Blue Moon Bay, Blue Moon Speedway, it'd be funny. I'd do it. And they're away. Are you ready for the chaos? Where are we gonna brake? Where are we gonna brake? We're gonna brake there. Oh. Yeah, go-karts and fuck that. You've got 2 races to practice for though. That's the daft thing that I think they haven't really thought about too much. In my view, they should have delayed the start till next week. I'm gonna defend it, make him go around the outside with that off-camber corner. He got it, he got it, he got it. Ah! Right, let's just back off a bit here and then get in his slipstream. And we might get a run on him here. It does feel a bit better though, because like the slipstream's not doing us an overtake, it's putting us in a position to. That is definitely better. Oh. Ah! Someone bomb draft me! Bomb draft me! I ran wide. I tried to give him too much space. Oh, I'm going that side. So the double slipstream is still stronger. You can see on this car on the left, he's got the double toe. It's working better for him. I can't see where to brake. Oh shit! Ah, we got rammed from behind. You see though, it's definitely better. No one was just flying ahead through the slipstream. It was just gradual. So yeah. It does seem like it is definitely better, but I'd be more interested to see how it works in an FIA race. When it shit, I braked way too late there. Come on, Matt man. It does seem better though. Apparently it's up now, the schedule, man. We're going to take a look in a minute. Like we'll see let's have a little look what we gain on the leader when we're in the slipstream. That's where you'll see how strong it is. So right, on the straight now, let's just get behind WDP. So what is the gap at? 2.2, just over 2.2. Let's see what we gain on this straight to the leader using the slipstreams. Which one do I want to take here? I'll take this one. About 2 temps, maybe a bit more. Probably about 2 temps there. It definitely seems better. I can live with this slipstream. The calendar is not up yet. Oh, I thought someone said the calendar was up. Oh. Oh well, crap happens. I haven't seen overwhelm for absolutely ages on this game. Maybe a lot of people are coming back now. It's the slipstream is kind of fixed, and the FIA is starting. We might see a lot of names coming back on the game. On WDP for a penalty test. Tempting. They could. We might already have to change. This is what people are saying. A lot of the time, they don't release the BOP change until after the update. So we might get the change that's happened today. Ah, oh, typical WDP. What was that? We're gonna dive in now. Yeah, I think it's definitely better. It seems weaker from far, like 1.5 is... Like at 1.3 seconds, it's definitely weaker. Like when you're following a car from quite far back, you don't really feel much of a gain. But there is quite a strong gain, like around this distance though. Let's see now, because we got a gap to P7. Let's see the slipstream. Let's see how far. Look at the gap increasing, because we're close to a slipstream and he's further away. That'll be an interesting gap to keep an eye on now. Right, I got a shite exit there. Let's see how much he can gain down the straight though. Now look, he's going to start dropping off, I think. Is he? No, it's not losing that much, is he? It must be quite strong from a second back. Look. Not losing anything from that far back. So it's just as strong. The slipstream is just as strong from 1 second back as it is from about half a second. From that evidence, there's no difference. It must be over a second. Let's have a look once it goes over. Like now he's over a second. Does he lose more? Now he's losing time. I think it's over 1 second, it's been reduced. I think under a second it's still pretty strong. Over a second seems to be a bigger reduction. Look, let's see now, like single's gonna lose that slipstream. Now look, gone. I'm not even looking at the race here, I'm just looking at the slipstreams all the time. Right, so he still didn't get in it. How much did he lose? He's nearly lost 2 tenths on this straight. Yeah, he's lost 2 tenths on that straight behind us. Right, so at the start of this straight, he's at about 8. Right, 1.8, just under 1.8. Let's see what he loses. So he's lost a tenth there. It's going to be about 2 tenths, isn't it? Yeah, so about 2 tenths on that straight he loses behind us, which is definitely better than it used to be. Oops, penalty. Get him, expert. What is it? EXBUK. Take him out. I saw that. Take him out. I give you permission. Not braking properly there. FF tyre wear is just as bad. We know about that. That's already been mentioned by quite a few people that it's not actually been improved. Oh shit. Why test a Jag? What do you want me to test a Jag for? To be honest, we're going to go to Group 3 after this. And I want to test out Group 3 cars just to see what the MR are like. You can't really test out BOP for a car until you know what... Like, it's hard to judge. You're not going to know if it's faster or slower. You need to know what's been changed first to see if... You can't really work it out without knowing. Impossible, because... You just don't know what it was like before exactly, so... Ah, shit, I followed you. I didn't follow you as bad, though. Oh, now I followed you as bad because I've gone wide. Oh. Oh, God. Yeah, that'll just be due to rust, like whether you're slower or not. But... Lamborn Race B, TT felt a lot tamer, easier to control, less wild in general. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. They're saying that the MR cars seem a lot more, like, less prone to losing the rear, but we need to test the tyre wear. That's what I'm going to do in a minute. I'm going to put high tyre wear. And we'll go to a track like Suzuka or Cataluna. Might do Cataluna actually because we've just done that, so we'll be fairly up to speed so we can... What I might do is, if I've still got the FIA race, I don't know if I saved over it, if I've still got it there, I will load up the FIA race from Cataluna and I'll go back on with Renault and I'll see what that feels like. Yeah, Cataluna's really bad on tyres. That's why I want to give it a go. So we'll do that in Group 3. We'll see if I've got the settings saved, but I can always find them anyway. I'm not even looking where I'm going here. I'm reading too much chat. I think I went too much forwards with the brake bias as well, looking at this. NSX, you mean Honda for, yeah, so Honda, I mean, it's good, but I wouldn't go it. I don't think I'll go Honda for FIA. I'm tempted to go back to McLaren or Renault again. I might just stick with Renault. It all depends. Right, let's just let that finish. I'm just gonna go and do something quickly. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Bedroom's getting warm again. Oh shit, it's not connected. Fan on. Starting to get a bit warm. Right, let's see if I've got these settings loaded still in here. I think I just saved over them. Oh yeah, there we go. We got them on. So, right, let's load this up and have a go with the Renault and just see how that feels. Get an idea of what the Group 3 cars feel. So the slipstream's definitely better. I think that's a positive change. It's I still think that in Group 4 and even in Group 3 you possibly will want the slipstream for a lap in qualifying though. That's the only thing. NSX, the Honda always killed tyres at Catalunya. That's not changed. If you get gold on all Lewis Hamilton DLC, you'll get the unlock to get 100 million. If you get all the platinum, you get the 100 million given to you. So now I've got every car now. I think there's no car for me to buy. So my money's just going up and up and up. What was that noise then? Right, let's try these softs. Yeah, pick what you want now because I'm just testing out. I want to see what this feels like compared to the other day. That gold isn't that hard, if I'm honest. Gold's pretty easy. No, it's not enough to buy them all, but I already had most of the cars when I got the 100 million, so I just bought some of the expensive ones, and I've now got them all. So, first thing I feel with this, doesn't feel any different, but feels exactly the same as it did the other day. Just trying to see if it feels a little less sketchy. Hard to tell. I don't want that placebo effect where you think something's changed, but doesn't feel really any different to me at the moment. Feels identical to the other day. There is something. It might feel a little bit smoother. That's the only thing I can possibly think. Maybe a bit smoother. Rear tyre wear looks bad though. Only done an outlap and the rear tyres are nearly gone. Obviously I pushed it on the outlap though. Maybe a bit, it does feel a little bit more positive on the front end and a little bit less likely to slide. That's what I'm getting from this. So that might make the Ferrari a little bit better now. If cars like the Ferrari are similar, might make the Ferrari a little bit more drivable than it, I mean, it was already a good car anyway, it's just the tyre wear. It's probably been done with a setup change rather than BOP this though. My guess is they've just altered the setups a bit on some of the MR cars to give it a little bit more traction and a bit more stability on turning. Because when you're bouncing over the curbs as well, the car feels a bit smoother than it used to. See on that chicane then, like, that was a bit sketchy the other day, but it feels a little bit more stable. I mean, we're nowhere near the pace that we should be, but we burnt out the tyres on the outlap, so it's hard to... Yeah, the slipstream's definitely better. There's no denying that. Like, it's still strong in terms of comparing it to other games, but it's definitely an improvement from what it was before. I would still like it to be weaker, I'm not gonna lie. I would still like it to be a bit more along the lines of like ACC and iRacing and stuff like that. But this isn't that type of game, so I don't think that'll ever happen. I want to see what this car drives like on worn tyres now, to see if it drives a bit better, because at the moment it's definitely driving alright, even though that rear left is looking pretty warm. Whoa, a little bit loose there. Now I've not been looking after tyres, I've just been like going quite aggressive for these 3 laps I've just done here. Obviously when we did the race we were really looking after tyres, so I'm just trying to get a comparison as if like you just push him. So we're still in the 45s. I'm going to let people in the chat answer questions, because I've got a feeling I know what's going to happen all the way through this stream. So instead of me answering the same question 50 times, I'm going to let people answer it for me. No disrespect, I just can't be bothered going over the same question 50,000 times. But yeah, answer the questions, people. Save me the effort. Yeah, that rear left is looking quite worn, and it is starting to feel a little bit sketchy now. But I don't think there's a massive change, really. A little bit, but maybe. But it's still sketchy. Like you can feel it starting to get a little bit, but it was getting like that anyway. Like at this stage of the race. Tell you what, let's what fuel am I on here now? Oops. Yeah, well, if I go in the pits now, a new set of softs and refuel up a little bit, I'll do what I would have done on the actual. Stop exaggerating. What are we on about, Phil? No, it's not impossible to pass on Jesus. What the fuck? Who the fuck? What? How have you just come to that conclusion? How have you just come to that conclusion? What? I love how some people say it's a bit weaker, and then when you get it's impossible to pass. No, it's just a bit better now, Slipstream. No one said you can't pass. It's just a little bit better. Right, let's just warm these tyres up a little bit now in terms of heating them, and then go for another lap. I really want to get a Slipstream lap in, but I don't know. I need someone with fresh tyres. No, I know. I just know what's going to happen all the way through the day on this stream. Yeah, no, you can still overtake. There's still overtaking opportunities with the Slipstream. It's now, I would say what it is now is, and it's something I've said for a long time, the Slipstream should not do the overtake for you. The Slipstream should provide you an opportunity to go for an overtake. And I think that's a little bit closer to what it is now. Like, before the Slipstream was doing the work for you. Now, I think the Slipstream's gonna provide you with an opportunity, and that's the way it should be. Like, there's nothing worse than a Slipstream that basically just overtakes for you, and that's the way it was before. And that's why I didn't really like the old Slipstream. Oh, the fronts didn't have the grip on them then. There is more traction on the rear with this Renault. I can feel it. There is a little bit more. So my guess is what they've done, you can feel it there as well. What they've done is they've given a little bit more grip to the rear of the car, which should help with tyre wear as well when they do start going. So for the Ferrari will be the interesting car to try out, and the Lamborghini. And also the NSX probably. And it's safer over the curbs. Look at the difference on the curbs. There has definitely been a change for the curbs as well. They maybe have softened the suspension up slightly with this car as well. It feels a lot safer on the curbs. So, yeah, I'd say that what I'm getting from the Renault is it seems a little bit better on curbs when you're bouncing over the curbs. It also feels a little bit better getting on power. So out of, I don't know what corner it is on this track. After sector 1, you've got the right hand, then that tight left-hander. I'd say that tight left now, you can really plant the power down a lot easier with the Renault compared to before the update. Like, you can be a lot more aggressive on the throttle. How it'll be in the race situation, we could run this race now and see what it's like for fuel and tyres as well. That could be, we'll run this race and we'll try and get an idea of what the car's like for fuel and tyres. Oh, hello. Thank you very much. I fancy it. Thank you. Yeah, before I run this race, I'm going to eat my dinner though, so we'll spectate some people while they drive round. I want to eat my food first. So who can we watch? I want to see the fuel on this actually. Someone said the fuel's not as good anymore on this. I think the I want to use the car that I drove the other day, Will, to get a better comparison really, because also the fuel and stuff like that. No, it didn't get a buff. It got its fuel made worse apparently. I think there will be slipstream qualifying. I think there will. No, it wouldn't matter more. Slipstream will matter less now. No, not really. Doesn't make sense. The slipstream is weaker, so why would the slipstream be more important in qualifying? Doesn't really make much sense, but what do you mean? Like for qualifying, you're gonna probably, I don't know, at this track, for the Renault, yeah, you might want to get in it for the straight, but then through the corners, it'd be a hard one. I don't know yet. We'll try some Group 2 at Suzuka in a bit. Always a good way of testing it, that. But you don't want to be qualifying that close to someone though. If they make a mistake, you're screwed. I haven't seen anything about Dirty Air being adjusted. It might have been, but I haven't seen it. When we do the race, we'll do the same as we did with FIA. So you'll have to use the hard tyres once. Every layout should be in the game, for every track. Same with Nürburgring sprint track. I don't know why that's not in the game. Car looks a lot better. That's Ferrari. It looks a lot more stable, the Ferrari. why I like iRacing. They use all the layouts. So the other day I didn't get to race it, but the IMSA series used that layout, which WDP just did then, and then going through here, it missed out the chicane and went flat out down the left. Way better variation in my view. Yeah. I don't know why the Bugatti track's not in the game. No, but my point with tracks is, if you've paid for a license for one, I don't think that these companies would charge way more to use the other variations. I don't think they'd be like overly expensive, because the main track is what you pay the license for, the GP track. The other tracks will be cheaper, so why not use, while you've already got the data, use the other versions. Joshua, thank you for the €1, mate. Legend, appreciate it. Nice to see you in the stream. No schedule out yet, Atomics, apparently. You're gonna have a day to practice 2 tracks. I mean, it doesn't matter really, does it? Because I mean, we know most tracks, but I might not do both of them anyway. I'll see if I like them both. If I don't like them both, then I won't do them both. Like this official season, I'm not taking serious, if I'm honest. I'm gonna do the races, but I really want to get my iRating up. So, we're gonna be doing iRacing as well. I'll do the races, but I'm not gonna be practicing and stuff. Like, we'll just do it for a bit of fun. What the main aim for this season will be to stay in top split and just enjoy racing with the best drivers on GT. That'll be the main aim. I'm not going to be wasting too much time with this. We'll obviously do it, but I'm not taking ages with it. Right, let's go to track. Do pre-cop? Probably not. Shit car, so. Oh shit. Hard. Oh shit. What am I right? Qualifying start. Hard tires. Tires required in race. Yeah, on Tuesday and Wednesdays, there's now 7 races each day. I'm not bothered about new tracks being added, really. I'd rather the bugs and stuff got sorted, and that's kind of what they've done with the slipstream, but I'm still interested to see what they wrote about the qualifying means, like in terms of FIA. I'm interested to see what happens with that. That's what I'm waiting to see the settings for. I want to really want to get. Alright, we'll start this anyway. I want to see if the fuel saving's still the same on this. Monster, is Pleptomics giving you trouble again? Jason, thank you very much for the 199, legend. Good luck, fella, and thanks for the what? Thanks for the FU shout. Oh yeah. Fuck you, Jason. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. Appreciate it. Every time I see you now in the chat, I'll just say fuck you. Yeah, thank you for the donation though, mate. Legend, appreciate that. We'll start this now. This is just a mess. We're just going to practice. This is just mainly, I want to see what the tyres are going to be like. I'm going to try and look after the tyres. And I'm going to try and do a bit of fuel saving to compare it to the other day. So we'll start this now anyway. Go. Uh-oh. I thought it was going to do the bug then. Let's just... Hopefully it'll be alright. So obviously I'm going to do the same as what I did the other day. I'm going to burn the fuel like we did the other day. Just, I want to try and get a replication of that. It's dead. Yeah, that's all that is. It's like a new LOL for the younger ones. It's from Twitch, isn't it? That's where it's come from mainly, I think. Because of one of the emotes on there. For recovering stats? What do you mean by recovering stats? I'd rather be a boomer than you, Antomix. I'm not a boomer anyway, you cheeky shit. He knows I'm only joking. He knows I'm only joking. You hat-trick! Thank you very much for the £1, legend. What do you think of the new update? New times are causing issues. They've altered the times. There's an extra slot now at the end of the day. The update so far, the slipstream seems better, but we don't really know. We haven't had time to test everything yet. Like, we don't really know what's going to happen for qualifying and stuff. So we're waiting to see the schedule. But yeah, the slipstream's a bit better. The schedule, I'm still not convinced what they've added an extra race is a good idea though. So now you've got you've obviously got what? On a Tuesday and a Wednesday, there's 7 races a night, so it's quite a lot of racing. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it works, but I personally would like them to go back to the old way of doing it, the single shot entry. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you for the donation, Hugh. Appreciate it, mate. Hope you're okay. I mean, Group 2's not been that bad recently. At Spa, people were still able to stay in the slipstream. So, with the weaker slipstream though, I'm wondering if it will slightly weaken the dirty air from further back. Possible. So maybe if you're 1 second behind, you won't really feel that much dirty air. That might be how it works. I would think that's how it should work, because if after 1 second you're getting less slipstream, surely the dirty air will be slightly less as well. That'll be my guess as what's going to happen, but who knows. I'm going to go for a no slipstream lap. I should really get a slipstream, but I'm going to just go for without a slipstream, just see how it works out. Ah, didn't get on the power early enough. Could have carried more speed through there, a lot more. There's definitely more front end grip, I'd say, out of this car. Seems a little bit difficult to get used to because it's turning in earlier than what it was. Ah, didn't get the chicane done right there. We lost out a few attempts, but yeah, I lost out quite a bit on the chicane. Why it wasn't as good as that lap we did before. So I wonder if the Ferrari's still got that OP fuel, because apparently the fuel's been adjusted on the car, so it'll be interesting to see if the Ferrari is still as OP as it used to be. Close qualifying that, isn't it? Top 4 or within a 10th. There's only one new car, it's just a Supra. I really wouldn't be expecting lots of free content on this game now, because I think most of the work now on this game is moved to GT7, so the one thing I would definitely say is don't be expecting a lot of free stuff. Yeah, I messed that chicane up. That's where I messed up. It's so hard to get the first part right. If you mess the first part up and it just sends you a bit off, then it ruins your second part, and then it ruins your exit and your speed through the corner. It's a pain in the arse. Fuji is a good track. I love Fuji. Brilliant track. When you nail that last sector at Fuji, it's nice. It's all about. I think it's. I don't know if it's like. I love the last sector because it's all about car positioning and being gentle on the throttle, letting it coast into the corners, and then using the throttle control. I really like Fuji. Yeah, Fuji is a brilliant, one of the best tracks on the game in my view. Slipstream is definitely better. Yeah, there's also overtaking opportunities at Fuji on the last sector through different lines. So you can do like dives down the inside, you can run wide and then get a better exit. I like it. Right, let's see what this car's like in comparison to Sparks in the Ferrari and also WDP in the Golf. That'll be interesting. Afternoon, Sean. How are you, mate? This could cost me a position straight away, this slipstream being weaker, look. No, we should be okay, I think. But let's try and look after the tyres a bit. I think we've lost a strong part of the slipstream now, because from what we worked out, the slipstream is only really strong from a second, but we are gaining still, look. Oh! Oh! Nearly lost it then. Yeah, this is Spa. Oh, that front, the rear left and the front left are looking quite worn already. all mess that up. Oh, we lost the slipstream, so this will be an easy pass for WDP now. So I'll save fuel and let him go. That Evo's looking quite good though, isn't it? With this update. Looking very solid. My rear left is nearly gone. I did 5 laps with this last time and I don't think I'm going to get 5 laps out of it. Rear left on this Renault is looking pretty dead. This is a bit worrying. I think Renault could be worse. Like, Renault before did 5 laps without much issue. Oh. I'm not sure this car's going to get 5 laps out of it anymore. A bit weird. Oh my god. No way is this gonna, it's not gonna do 5 laps. I don't think that's gonna get 5 laps out of it. Pedals broke again yesterday. I had to find some rubber to use for the accelerator stop. Ah crap, didn't want to come out behind someone. Hopefully he doesn't battle us too much here. That's really weird, the tyre situation with this car. It feels worse on tyres and I don't know what they've done there. Maybe giving it more grip on the rear has somehow made the wear worse. My fuel's worse as well. How the hell is that Golf staying out? Or his tyres that good? What? The Golf could be the new OP car. We'll see how much time he loses with the staying out. But 6 laps was a bit too much for the MR cars last time. He's probably trying to 2-stop it. I'm gonna have to do the extra lap on the hard tyres here. For me, so far, this Renault, I mean, I don't know if it's practice or not, but it doesn't feel as good as it did the other day. Like, nowhere near. Putting me off going back to Renault, this. I think I know what I might try, you know, for the official season. Jesus, this car just doesn't... Tyres are already feeling dead again. You'll have to wait and see. I think I know what I'm going to go, though. Nah, I ain't going Porsche. Is he going for a yeah, he's going to go for a 2-stop WDP. Like this, it's not going to do 5 laps on tyres anymore, this Renault. It might do it, but it'd be so slow and sliding around. Whereas before, I actually think we contemplated doing 6 laps on one stint, but we just stuck to the 5-5-5. But I don't think you'd be able to do that anymore with this Renault. Yeah, there's 2 cars that I'm considering, 2 manufacturers that I'm considering. Let's try and do this 5th lap, but it's already driving horrible. Which is really weird because didn't have these issues the other day. No, we're not doing 4-4. We won't do that. I'll just do 2 laps on the hards. There's no need. 8.5 second pit lane losses. You don't want to do that. I've already done this race anyway in FIA and we got a good result from it, but I feel like whatever they've done to the Renault might have altered the tyre wear to the rear in a negative way. It's hard to tell. It might just be, it's probably just practice as well, but it feels a lot more sketchy once the tyres go. It could just be practice and not being like, not driven. I didn't play GT yesterday. I was on iRacing for what bit I did play. It could just be a bit of that. Yeah, it depends what split you're in there though, but you wouldn't have won top split with 4 stops, I can tell you that now. Especially not with the Porsche. Why would you 4-stop the Porsche? The Porsche is one of the best cars on tyres. Like top split probably would have been 2 or 3 stop with the Porsche, I'd say. There's no need to 4-stop a Porsche. We'll go hard. The McLaren was okay at some tracks. It was one of them cars that was okay at some tracks, a little bit iffy on others. Yeah, Laguna wasn't brilliant. But at Spa it's quite good, the McLaren. It's actually not that bad. The WDP must have refueled up before. Like the Group 4 Megane felt identical to what it did before, but this feels a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if it's just it probably is just practice, just not driving it smooth enough, so maybe there's not much difference. Sparks is still good on fuel there, so that makes me think the Ferrari is still very, very strong on fuel, looking at that. Change that brake bias a bit to -4 rather than. Oh! Go again, do another lap. We're going to do 3 laps this time. Because I had to shorten that stint on the first stint of softs. The Sparks, I think, has got very good fuel saving that he's done here. Well, I'm interested to see the finishing time as well, because we did a 23, didn't we, on the race where we got 320 odd points, but that was from P3 on the grid, I think. I think we were P2 in this one, so we'll have to just keep an eye on, see what the finishing time is. But I would say that the tyres seem a little bit worse once they do go with the Renault. Oh. All right. Yeah, a lot of people are saying the Viper is. I'm interested to try the Mercedes out as well, actually. The Group 3 Mercedes, see what that feels like. If the FR cars are turning better, that Mercedes could be OP. Unless they haven't altered the Mercedes, he might not have touched it. Our lap times are really off. Be interested to see what we do on this lap when if he goes in the pits, that is. Rip. We're using a T-GT. I need to update my information as well because we're using different pedals and different rig now to what it says in the information. I keep forgetting to update it. I will do that. Oops, ran wide there. We're way off pace here. That lap should have been well into the 43s. I don't know why it's feeling like this. Yeah, no, I don't know what. I don't think they've altered the penalty system though. I don't think that's been. I mean, they haven't mentioned it in the slips in the notes, the patch notes. So, my guess is that isn't even in this update. So is he just going for one lap on hard tyres, or WDP, or has he done his hard tyres? Oh shit. Nah, I'm on about WDP. I'm guessing WDP still has to put the hard tyres on. Alright, did he do it on the second stint? Okay. Yeah, there's something that doesn't feel quite the same with this Renault though. What I'll be able to say is the finishing time. If that finishing time is like rapid, then I know them. But it's just my driving. But if this is below a 23 for me, what I do, like 23, 24 second mark, then I feel like the Renault's definitely has something that hasn't really helped out with the BOP or whatever they've altered. Yeah, it could be just the way I'm driving, but what I need to do, like you say, is I'll know once we go over the finishing line and see the finishing time. Ooh. This car just can't do 5 laps on the softs as easy as it could the other day. Jesus. Oh, it just wants to snap. Like, with the lowest fuel that you're running, this car should have had no issue with the soft tyres. But look at that rear left. That's looking pretty nasty, that. Yeah, I mean, maybe some cars have been... I mean, how much slower is this? We did a 23. That's 6 seconds slower than what we did the other day. So Sparks did a good finishing time. Our pace the other day was similar to what Cooper finished it in. I just think that I've just got a feeling the Renault's been affected with tyre wear on the rear left, on the rear of the car. I'm convinced that Renault has been altered for tyre wear. Are you muted? No. Yeah, I'm thinking of my Renault didn't feel very good on tyres. Like, we did a 23 when we finished second the other day. We finished in 23 seconds, didn't we? 30-23. that felt like I was struggling to do 5 laps on the tyres that time. No, Fran, mate. I already got 326 points on this race the other day. We did this race in FA. I got a P2 with a finishing time 6 seconds faster than that, and it was only a few days ago we did it. 6 or 7 seconds faster I was. So over 17 laps, it's like half a second. It's down to the tyres, because on the 5th lap I couldn't do it. The Renault was struggling on that final lap with the tyres, so I don't think I'm going to go Renault. I think Renault is out of the question for me, because I'm not dealing with that tyre wear. I think I'll stay away from Renault. That's it. That's just nicely. Yeah, but that's because I couldn't do the first stint with the heavy fuel. There was, I really don't think it was possible to, well, I think I would have lost more time by staying out on that 5th lap. The tyres were gone with the heavy fuel. No, I'm testing stuff out of the main moment codes, mate. We're not racing for fun. This is more of a, we're testing stuff out on this stream, so I want to just test some stuff out. Porsche is just so much better. Just I don't really want to go with the Porsche. Difference with tyre wear with this Porsche is a joke. Compared to that Renault, I pushed on that outlap. That Renault was already showing quite a lot of wear on the rear. And I've got -3 instead of, I think I had -4 on the Renault when we did qualifying. Bit of understeer through there. Nah, I don't like Alpha. Whoop! Bit of understeer. Porsche feels a little bit different to what it did before. Again, it feels, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like they've been tamed a bit, the MR cars, but I still don't understand why the tyre wear was so shite in that Renault. Joshua, thank you for another £1, mate. Another €1, sorry. Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it. Oops, penalty. Gotta try and get used to this car now. See, I'm more bothered about the tyre wear with this. So look at the... Look how even the tyre wear already is. See, this is understeering a lot more than it... I feel like they've tried to alter some of these cars, because this is understeering more than it used to. But the tyres seem really good on that. Let's see what this Lamborghini feels like now with this new. See how this compares to how it used to be. What tyres was I on in that Porsche, by the way? I presume I was on the softs. I would think. Shit, what am I doing? What have I done? Have I started that by mistake? Ah, fuck, it doesn't matter. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not going to do this race. I didn't mean to do that. I'll just test this quickly anyway. We're not doing this race, by the way, people, in case you think we are. I'm just, I started that by mistake. Holy shit, right. I want to know what the Audi will drive like. If this is driving like this, I can only imagine how good the Audi is now in Group 3. This is way easier. Look at it. They must have took power off this. This must have had power taken off it, because this car is way easier to drive. You floor it and there's just grip. What the hell? My guess is they BOP'd this with a decrease in power. Have they released the BOP yet? What have they done? They've made it way easier to drive. Yeah, they have altered the setup, obviously, but maybe it's had more aero, like more downforce put on it or something. It feels like something. It feels like it's getting pushed to the ground way more than it used to. I'm not going to do this qualifying anyway. Just cancel that entry. Let everyone cancel. Yeah, so Lamborghini feels a lot easier to drive. What should we test out now? We'll go to Suzuka now, I think. We'll test out some Dirty Air, see what the Dirty Air is like in Group 2. I'm probably going to do iRacing later today. If I do any streaming later, it'll be iRacing. I don't know yet, no, I'm not sure. Now we'll do Group 2. Group 2 is good to do Dirty Air, really. It's a good way of getting an idea. So Let me just... Come on. WDP, mate, come on. You know what we'll do? Because he's probably left his PS4. Oh, there you go. I was going to say I was going to restart. Oh, where did WDP go? I didn't kick him. Did someone kick him? I think, did someone else? I was going to say, I didn't kick him. Right. Let's load up Suzuka. Group 2. I'm not bothered about tyre wear and stuff with this. I just want to see what the dirty air is like. So, do that. Let's change. We'll do medium tyres because soft might be. I want to see what the dirty air is doing. Right, let's change that. So there's spaces if anyone wants to jump in to test this out now with the dirty air. There's spaces in this lobby. We've got quite a few spaces. We've got I think like 4 or 5 spaces there. 4 is it? I need to get a drink. Non-water. I think something. Yeah, we got 4 spaces there if anyone wants to jump in. So apparently the Group 2 cars have had changes in handling as well. The reason I said 3 or 4 or whatever, because I didn't know how many we were up at the top, Mitchell. Because sometimes you can go up and down, and so I didn't know. But yeah, we'll try and see what this dirty air feels like now. Oh, I need to get something to eat though as well. So far though, the update, I think it was hyped up a bit more than it really needed to be. The only thing that seems to have changed massively is the slipstream. Slipstream seems like the only thing that's mainly changed. Benson, how are you, mate? Not seen you in a long time. Yo, man, got some gear coming tomorrow. Gonna try it with GT and see if I can come give you a run in again. Hope you and the family are well. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. Nice to see you back in the stream. Yeah, the official season apparently starts on the weekend, so be good to see you back in FIA, mate. Look forward to you coming back. Thank you for the donation, mate. Legend. Yeah, I think the main thing that I'm getting from this update is the slipstream is better, yeah, but that's the only thing that I feel has really changed massively, apart from obviously Ferrari. Now, I feel like MR cars might be a bit better. Looking at how the Ferrari was driving then, I don't know. Oh yeah, I've driven Porsche hundreds of times. I don't really want to go back to Porsche, if I'm honest. I do tend to vary my manufacturers. I'm not the type of person that will just stick with one manufacturer. I like to mix it and match it and just, I don't know, just move around a lot and try different cars out. We've been, I think now we've been Renault, Ferrari, BMW, Honda, Porsche, Aston Martin, Mercedes, Jaguar, McLaren. Who haven't I been? I've been Ferrari. I don't know if I've missed anyone out there. I've been all there. It might be. I've been Toyota as well in the past. Toyota I've been. I'm trying to think. What have I not been there? So yeah, I've been Aston Martin. Been Ford. Yeah, I've been Ford. I've not been Lamborghini, but I won't go Lamborghini Supra or Mazda or any of them because I don't like four-wheel drive. So I won't touch them cars for Group 4. Yeah, I won't go anywhere near a four-wheel drive or an FF car. Can't stand them. So yeah. We've been Ferrari though, yeah. I got my best ever result with Ferrari still. I am tempted to go back Ferrari as well. There is a temptation there to try it out now that it seems a bit more drivable than it used to be. Right, I'm just gonna go get something to eat anyway. I'm starving. Be back in a minute. I forgot I've got food here. Got sweets behind me. Most consistent Group 3, probably Porsche. The GTR is good at handling, you just got to know how to drive it. Just a car that takes a bit of time to get used to. Oh, this feels weird after driving iRacing at this track. I want to go behind someone really here and just see what the dirty air is like. I don't think the schedule's been put out yet, no. I've seen people saying they tried FF and they're shit. I don't know though. I mean, I don't like FF, so I couldn't give an opinion on FF and that because I didn't drive them beforehand. So let's get behind codes here. Although I don't really know how fast we can push the corners yet on this. Whoa, no brakes! Jesus. I think that caught him out as well there. These do feel a little bit different, these Group 2 cars, though, you know. Oh, shit. Yeah, Alex only might go Golf, Volkswagen, I don't know. Oh, didn't even need to lift. Don't know why I lifted there. Oh, it doesn't want to brake as well as it used to into that corner. Go again. Ah, SVDR likes Volkswagen as well, don't you? Forgot about that. You have been, I'm sure you have been them before, haven't you? I remember you going Volkswagen a long time ago. Might not have even been that long ago, actually. I do remember you driving them. The Lamborghini is way easier to drive now, like on another level easy. Shit. I didn't know there was a car behind me then. I am tempted by Ferrari, I'm not gonna lie. I am tempted to try Ferrari or McLaren are probably the two that I'm tempted to try. Yeah, but the McLaren had problems with understeer though. Has that been like got rid of? Oh shit. Whoa! Fuck it. Go back in the. I don't like Lexus. Never have done. Tyre McLaren. I mean, I think the Renault was worse than the McLaren for tyre wear, if anything. No idea. I want to have a little look in a minute because, like, I'm probably not going to stream this game too long because I only wanted to see what was going on with the update, and like, I do feel like they've kind of had us off a bit with this update. Yeah, Slipstream is definitely better, but they made out like they were like it was a new beginning for GT with what they said, and I feel like going back to that post and seeing if they have actually changed what they said they were gonna. Shit, why can't I drive this car anymore? Like they have altered cars, but I don't think. I mean, it's hard to tell really. I want to see what happens with an FIA qualifying now, though. I want to see if they've altered the qualifying. That is the main thing. Exactly. Yeah, it'll probably get released tomorrow, and then you've got to learn 2 combinations. I don't know whether I'll do both anyway. Oh yeah, he's waiting for me again. Shit, I've got no brakes again. Oh my god. Right, let's try again. Bend it this time. Oh god. Yeah, Benson's coming back on Tommy. That's another driver that'll be in top split over you. I'm only winding him up. He knows I'm only joking. Over me. What's your DR, Antomics? There's no brakes. What the hell? Definitely think they've altered the brakes on this thing. Doesn't feel as good on brakes anymore. What is your DR, Atomic? Come on, spill the beans. I think the change with this car is mainly in the brakes. What I'm feeling so far. Other than that, the grip through the corners feels pretty similar. It feels a bit smoother. Like the transition from one way, like one direction to another direction, feels a lot smoother now with this car. You're gonna gain it back tomorrow. 68k! You're gonna be in split 3, you pleb! I braked about 10 years too early then, though. Antomics has been lowering his DR for FIA, hasn't he? He's been lowering it for he's been tanking his DR. So he's in lower splits for FIA because it's an official season. These brakes are way worse. If we can test out this dirty air now. He's cut off again. What's he doing? He literally did that exact same thing. Oh, it doesn't want to slow down for that corner. Maybe they've nerfed this car a bit, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be on the brakes. I don't know. We'll have to see. Unless they might have just made the braking power of these cars a little bit weaker because maybe they were a bit too strong. I don't know. Hello, Smelly. What have you got?
Butter.
Oh, what?
Butter.
All right.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You love cupcakes. Oh, is that Raja? Did Mummy order that for you? Oh, have you just made your cat into Raja? The one Nanny Flowers got you?
I found this one.
Yeah.
Again.
Alright. Would you like a proper Raja one? The ones we all seen were a bit weird though, weren't they? You got your jammies on. Have you been in the paddling pool? You have fun? Yeah. So the wasp was annoying you. Alright. The slipstream's better, Fire. The dirty air feels... I don't know, it's hard. I haven't really driven behind anyone to test it yet. But slipstream... I definitely think the slipstream is better. It's not as good as it could be, but it's definitely better. Yeah, it's less bad. That is a good way of putting it. It's definitely still got room for improvement. No, it's better as in it's weaker. It's like it's definitely like. I still think in Group 4 you'll want to get a slipstream in qualifying, in my opinion, but in Group 3 I'm not so sure. It'll be up in the air. But other than that, I don't see what else they've really changed with this update. Like, some of the cars feel a bit different, but there hasn't been this big change that I was really expecting, and this is why I was very cautious with saying stuff about this update, because I said it, didn't I? I wouldn't be surprised if there's not much that actually changes. It doesn't feel that drastic, if I'm honest. Yeah. Kind of bored of it already, the update. Nothing really to test. I know FF have had tyre wear changes, but I don't drive FF, so I can't judge how they used to. GT3 cars, we drove them before. The Renault feels worse on tyre wear now for me. Like I couldn't even get anywhere near the pace that I was doing the other day. Like, our first ever race with Renault, we did a 23 when we were racing with Francis, and I was in the lead of it. That one then, I couldn't even get 29. So that shows 6-7 seconds slower. I couldn't do a fifth lap on the Renault at Catalunya. Like, the fifth lap was just, on the first stint, was too hard. It was just sketchy. Really weird. Lamborghini does feel a lot easier to drive now. Ferrari as well. I haven't tried McLaren out. I might give that a little go in a minute on time trial while I'm going to come out of this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go into time trial and get a feel for some of the cars on Daily Race B. Not actually doing the race, but just go in time trial and feel some of the cars out. to do that for a little 20 minutes, I might do. Just bored of not really much going on here. Yeah, so that's what I might do now. I'll end this lobby. The dirty air, from what I got the feeling of it, it's not changed. It feels the same. Right. Right, I'm gonna end that and have a little look at some of the other cars in Group 3 now. I'm gonna see if there's anything been put about this schedule yet as well. I want to know if anything's come out about it. The Porsche is still good. I don't know who sold it's not OP. Porsche will still be a good car. Ard Castle, thank you very much for the €5, you legend. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. My little snack pile. M&M's. I'll have something about M&M's. Let's see if there's anything here yet. Let's see if anything. Still nothing here. Look. How can they do this, right? This is what I'm talking about with Polyphony. Just delay it by 1 week. You don't need to be doing a race straight away like this without not knowing what's going on. It's so unprofessional to launch an FIA season on Saturday and we still don't know what the races are. Event details for race C, why? Well, hang on a minute. Don't worry. It's alright. Why does it say ×3? Does that mean we have tyre wear now in time trial for sport mode? No, I'm not doing data, true. I'm guessing that means that you have to do tyre wear now in qualifying. Have a little look. I don't know the track, but don't even know what track this is. Alright, it's not been added yet. Okay, I don't need to do it then. Maybe they're waiting for this time trial to end because it wouldn't be fair to introduce that now when people have set a time without fuel and tyre wear. Because you couldn't, it wouldn't be fair to start a time trial middle of the week like that. You've always been able to set it for lobbies. That's been, we've had that for probably nearly a year, I think. Lobbies have always been able to do it, mate. That's not new. We've always been able to change the tyre wear and fuel wear for qualifying. I don't know why they put that, because no new tracks. More stuff at night, yeah. In a Samba bus. Your turn, one. I don't think there's any way of seeing what the schedule would be. Sometimes it goes on here early. Trying to see if there's anything on here. It's not very professional, is it? That they've not even given us the tracks yet. It's a bit stupid, really. Nothing on there. No, there's just no way of knowing what. There's nothing on there. It's probably like this man said before. It's probably going to be a really basic race, like Blue Moon Bay, Oval or something for manufacturer. But yeah, we don't know what's going on with the season. No idea. What I want to know is, the main thing that I want to know is qualifying gonna be, so when it comes to qualifying for FIA, are we still running the same system, or is it changing? That's what I want to know. If we're still running the same same structure as we were before, then what was the point of this update, really? I don't know. That's what I mean, Reed. I want to know if the structure's the same or if they've altered it. It wouldn't surprise me if they did something like that, just to keep it simple. You would think it would be possible to turn slipstream off in qualifying. That would be an instant fix. That would be great if they could do that. If they could actually turn off the slipstream just for qualifying, you'd find people looking for space. Then you wouldn't get the same situation. Right, let me read it again because I still can't work it out properly. I think because they're obviously it's been translated from Japanese. I think it still doesn't make much sense what they've said. Where is it? Sport mode and lobby. So we've already seen that in daily race where see this is what makes me think right. The only thing that makes me think we're going to be able to alter our fuel levels is this part here. Let me just show you. Where is it? Here. Tire wear and fuel consumption can now be enabled during free practice and in the pit stop during a warm-up. So I don't know if it's really bad wording on their behalf or what. I can't work out whether it's saying you're going to be able to alter because it says consumption, but fuel consumption is how much fuel you use. It doesn't say how much fuel you're going to have. I don't know if it's just poor wording on their behalf and not really explaining it. It kind of would be good if in the warm-up session we can go out and change our fuel for qualifying. So in the warm-up you set your fuel to say, I don't know, 40%, and that's what you start qualifying on. That would be brilliant if that was the case. So say warm-up, and in the warm-up session before the qualifying starts, you go out, but you start in the pits with 0% fuel, and you have to refuel how much you want. And then whatever you put it as is what you'd start qualifying on. That would be great, but I kind of doubt that's going to happen. I very much doubt it will. But it'd be great if that was the thing, the way it did it. Say you say, right, I'm going to go out with 30% fuel, and that's what you start qualifying on. That would be brilliant. But I very much doubt it. I was going to say the tyre wear doesn't. I mean, I don't see why they'd put that in there for full warm up. We already have tyre wear in there. I mean, I've never heard someone say, for fuck's sake, lower this tyre wear in this 50-second warm up. I think that it's just not very well translated what they've wrote. From what I read there, it's really poorly translated. I'm basically got no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, we'll have to see. I genuinely have no idea. Makes no sense to me. Right, let's go back to what they wrote before, because I don't think they did word it like that. I think they worded it like what they did there. Right, this was the update preview, and what did they write in this? Fuel consumption and tyre wear rate for qualifying and final. It will now be possible to set fuel consumption and tyre rates separately in qualifying time trials and finals. That makes no fucking sense to me. That sounds like the time trial part of it, like the free practice. That doesn't sound like the proper qualifying to me from what they write there. Yeah, so that's worded even differently. That doesn't even mention that. The way that words it is if it's the time trial, not the actual. Which is making me think, is it just this? If it's just this, I'm going to piss myself. If it literally, if what they're trying to say is just this, what's in Daily Race C. So next week when we get a new Daily Race, we're going to have, when you go into qualifying, you're going to have tyre wear and fuel on board. If that is the case, do you know what though? I'm a little bit worried. Because time trial is going to be absolutely wank now. I'll tell you why, because say Daily Race C, you've got time. Say they introduce this next Monday or whenever it changes. and you have times 3 fuel and times 11 tyre wear. Does anyone see like the big problem with that already? I can say if that is going to be, and it all depends if you're allowed to do something, but I can see a big problem with it. Like, there's a massive glaring problem that is going to be so tedious and so boring just to get a good lap in. Yeah, Ghostly. Right, so you're going to have to burn your fuel down to about 10%, or drive round and round and round, go in the pits and put a new set of tyres on before you can go for a good lap. So you're going to have to do like 10-15 minutes of just burning fuel, driving or whatever, before you can even do a lap that's competitive. I don't know whether this is going to be the case, but it's definitely going to be something like that, I would think. It's going to be daft. But that's what I think is going to happen. I know it'd be stupid, mate, Sparks, but this is polyphony. I don't know, but look at the wording. Tyre wear during qualifying times 11. Or, the only other thing that I can think possibly, which might be happening, which I'd be absolutely made up with if they do it, this could be brilliant if it's going to happen, is that Daily Race C is going to get rid of the time trial. And it's going to have a qualifying like